I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess man.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Bridgewater. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Get the flag. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On second and 12, Bridgewater, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
We got this. At their own 20-yard line.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
I'm coming after you.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Prescott on third and 2. And Tate's got it. The pickup there, 5 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Give me some.
Now Barkley stripped of the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On third down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
We're scoreless after one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running with Kamara. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check, 47. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Zoom. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Bridgewater. And he finds Cook. Give him 32 on the play. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Three buzz.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater finds the former Northwestern Wildcat, Austin Carr. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this one complete to Smith. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? The mic. 50. 57. Mike, 57.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Going with a screen for Murray. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Kamara try the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Bridgewater on first down. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Austin Carr, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Hearns brings it in. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Check right 47. Check right 47. Watch the slant.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
36.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Right there, 56. Check right.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Prescott to throw it. He gets it complete to Latimer. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, what's the ball? 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
27. Right there in the middle, 55. Let him know. 46. Check right. Watch 26.
Play action now, Prescott. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught by Hearns. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Lutz with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. A beautiful fake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This is Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
56, right there, 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. Everybody, kill.
Here's Prescott. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got his open man, it's Carr. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 57.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike's 57.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Kareem Martin. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Kill. 47.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Rosa's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
57, Mike 57. I don't think you got it, son.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And now another one thrown incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Crunch time, defense.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
We're going to 53.
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Jamie Gillendow. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. On first down, Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
You better be afraid of me.
Again, it's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mark off the 5 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, they'll learn that lesson when they review it, but it didn't cost them.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now. Cover. Strong right. I'm here all day.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Saints.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Giants, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the